Ariel Helwani wrapping up UFC 118 with UFC President Dana White. And Dana, this James Toney saga has lasted 8 months for you. Can you finally breathe a sigh of relief now that it's over?
Yeah, and listen, just
He hasn't fought anybody.
He's never lost
He's never lost.
in his career.
Since he's come back, since the Pride days. Listen, if he was still fighting the caliber of fights from the Pride days, I wouldn't argue with you one bit.
Right.
He is so far from being the best.
Where do you have him?
Huh?
Would you put him top 5?
He hasn't fought anybody. The thing that you have to understand is if you take a guy like
never lost, ever.
Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre, BJ Penn, any of the guys that are in the top tier in the heavyweight, they're fighting the best fighters in the world 3 times a year.
That's why I think GSP, well, he's been tested with Fitch.
Well, you just said, well, Anderson Silva was hurt, he's been out. GSP was just hurting out for a while too.
Yeah, but
this guy hasn't lost. He just broke the record for most wins in the UFC, for most title defenses. He's got, he's moving up and down in 2 different fucking weight classes. Do you think George St. Pierre could go up to 85? I don't even want St. Pierre to go to 85.
Why not?
Because he's a huge star, and I don't want to see him go to 85. He's doing just fine at 170. Anderson Silva, I believe he can go to 85 and could compete at heavyweight too. He's that fast, that talented, and that good.
He is.
Pound for pound, best fighter in the world, boxing, pinochle, any other fighting sport out there, he's the best. I don't know how anybody can debate that. It's crazy to me.
The GSP fight?
And anybody to put Fedor in the #1 pound for pound in the world spot, it just makes no sense to me.
It has nothing to do with the politics of him not being in the UFC or whatnot. I think.
But how can you give him the respect when he hasn't fought the guys? I mean, these guys are fighting 3 times a year, the best fighters in the world, but you're going to give him the respect?
Okay, so let's talk. What's going on, man?
Look, I had about enough of this. Are you fucking done?
Done what?
You gonna fucking talk to me and
Man,
ask me
I
questions
have to
about
be.
here comes the ball?
I have to be honest with
It
you.
comes out
I want to
on
be honest with you,
October 12th?
ma'am. You know, man.
Yo, bro, I'm fucking sick of it. Yo,
Okay.
you know what? You guys fucking have your fucking stupid internet radio show in your mom's basement.
That's it. You're gonna do this.
You fucking saw what I'm doing.
Ma'am, this is not
Hey, you know
Andy
what?
Kaufman and.
Stop calling me man.
Okay.
What? You
This
do
is-
the radio show by yourself.
Man, we've been through a lot. I'm concerned for you. I want to
Yo,
talk to
call
you, man.
Mayhem with your fucking crybaby story. Yo.
John Jones is ranked #3 pound for pound in the world. Most fucking ridiculous, embarrassing, stupid, know nothing about fucking fighting ranking of all fucking time. John Jones is still an active fighter. He beat Cyril Gane. He's going to fight again in November. Even get into publicly. Okay. That's why we just came out with a statement. I don't know. It was dirty. He knows it was dirty. And he threw a big pity party for himself. Crying on camera and shit. It's fucking just ridiculous. So it is what it is. None of that shit's gonna change. You know, Ariel Helwani knows. I've done a lot of shit for Ariel Helwani. And it's just, you know, whatever, man.
But you gave him at the end of the
good.
day. You gave him a pass at the end of the day, right? He
What,
took
for
a
this
little
thing?
whipping, but is he back in decent graces?
Yeah. He got his credential back. I wouldn't say he's in decent graces.
I don't even know if
he
that's
got his
proper
credential
English,
back,
what I
but
said.
it's just what we built that promo, you know, and a lot of people were quiet about it, and a lot of people, you know, it was for the fans. That thing's for the fans, for that wow factor to be there and go, oh, wow, Brock's back. And the way that he did it, it had a lot of people pointing fingers at each other. You notice I wasn't out there putting the belt on Dominic Cruz. Then when I ran out to put the belt on Bisping, because I've been with Bisping for 10 years, he's such a great guy. My sleeves are rolled up. I got no jacket on because I'm dealing with the aftermath of the weasel move that he pulled, you know. People can call it journalism or whatever. We can have our differences of opinion on that, but he knows what he did. And he did it on purpose.
And what's funny,
then he goes on fucking thing and he's crying and shit. And dude, your kids are going to see that, for Christ's sakes.
Oh.
UFC career.
Yeah. When have you ever heard a story in all the years we've been in business, even when it was upside down, where we owed somebody money? Never happened. So he's full of shit there.
Pause right there. So my show this past week about you being the reason why MMA has not been legalized in New York. Would love to hear your comments on that.
Actually, I'd love to hear what you honestly really think about that. You know what I mean? First of all, I'll tell you right now, Frank Shamrock is an irrelevant jackass, okay? He's a two-faced lion. I mean, Frank Shamrock, I bet he didn't say on your radio show that he flew out to...
Hey, what's wrong with you? Ariel?
We can, we could always find a replacement. For somebody to fight John Jones on 8 days' notice, it's tough to do. But to be totally honest with you guys, one guy did. Not only when I called him did he say, I'll take the fight. He said, I'll fly to Las Vegas tonight and fight him. And that was Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen accepted the fight with John Jones, wanted the fight back. So as of, 8, 9 o'clock last night, we had a fight. We here at the UFC started working, creating different commercials. PR started getting ready to crank up. I was going to do this call, and this was obviously going to be a much different call this morning. But the one thing that I never thought in a million years would happen happened. John Jones said, I'm not fighting Chael Sonnen with 8 days' notice. Again, something that's never happened in UFC history. A guy who's a world champion and considered one of the pound-for-pound best turns down a fight. So that has never happened either. So right now what's happening is this fight is canceled. And I'm very confused by his whole fucking business plan. I don't give a shit what Greg Jackson thinks. Guy's a fucking weirdo, man. Are you kidding me? Turning down a fight, saying if he turns down a fight with Chael Sonnen, it'd be the biggest mistake. I mean, if he takes a fight with Chael Sonnen, it'd be the biggest mistake of his entire career because he's not ready for that guy. Greg Jackson should never be interviewed by anybody ever again except for a psychiatrist.
Shut the fuck up. Any fucking guy that won't put his name on it forever, first of all, whoever gave you that quote is a pussy and a fucking faggot and a fucking liar and everything else, whoever gave you that quote. Everything that comes out of your mouth is fucking stupid. Why would